Hello, this is Ronald with Indicator Vault, and in this video I'm going to go over the Scientific Scalper Indicator. And just quickly, going to go over the settings here. Got the colors, different other settings as far as how you want to look for signals, how you want your moving average to be. You've got all these other settings and alerts to change. Just want to show you those. But let's just get into how the indicator works itself. And so, Scientific Scalper, as you can see here in the bottom window, the background color is going to be telling you basically if you're looking for buys or sells. If you saw in the settings, there's blue and maroon colors. Blue, if it's blue background, we'll be looking for buys. If it's red, we will be looking for sells. And then even more so, you will see these buy and sell signals show up when it is telling you to enter. However, you need two confluences to happen. One, if it's red, you are only looking for the sell signal. So you ignore this green one that's saying to buy and this one that's saying to buy. So when it is red, you will only pay attention to the red sell signals. So let's go into this one. We see that it forms right here. But if you wanted to just enter off of that candle, it's already moved 28 pips. However, we can refine more. Again, this is a scalper. So let's go into the 15-minute. Now, as you can see in the background, this is blue. So you would only want to be looking for buys with the green candles here at the bottom. However, because we're refining, we've gotten a sell signal on the hourly, so we're refining to the 15-minute. We can see another sell signal here. Let's say you entered on the next candle, and this was our zone that the original sell signal was given on the hourly. And if you just had a stop above there for about 7 pips, just to create a new lower low, that's over a 3-to-1. So you have two confirmations here. You had the hourly sell signal, and then you refined into the 15-minute for another sell signal. And so let's go now into the 5-minute Euro chart. And you can see there's more signals, and again, blue for buy. So it is giving a lot of red candles here. However, we're ignoring those. It's basically a two-step filtering process for these. And so you've got the buy signal right here. Now, you can enter off of that candle if you wanted to after it forms, just to create a new higher high. But there's also other ways to use this, for instance. So one way to also filter out trades using the Scientific Scalper, we see the buy signal forms here with this up close candle. And so in my mind, that would validate this as a demand zone, right? The last down close candle before an up move. And now, does it break structure? No, not yet. But with the help of the indicator, in my mind, it is telling me that this is going to at least be a valid demand zone, right? And so if you're watching the charts as this happens, it breaks above that candle and immediately retests the zone. If you wanted to scalp, just have a 6 pip stop, about an 18 pip TP, just to create a new higher high, which we see it does over here. Easy 3-to-1 trade with just, some simple confluences telling us that this is a demand zone that can be traded from. So let's go over, I've now got the daily chart pulled up. And again, blue, so we're looking for buys. We're not paying attention to the red signals. So this is the exact same thing I just went over, but just on the daily chart. So you can see the buy signal and is telling us rear with this candle. So in my mind, I can now see this as a valid demand zone, even though price hasn't really broken above any recent low. This low, or excuse me, this high that created this low has not been broken. However, the indicator is telling me this can still be a tradable demand zone. So as we can see, price moves up, comes back into it. So not only comes back into our zone, but if we put a fib, perfect touch at the 75. And again, even though this is a daily chart, this is basically going to at least give you the next high or low, depending on if it's a buy or sell. And so we can enter here, and even though that is over a 220 pip move, it didn't last very long, but it still did its job. It did its work. It created a new higher high. And so it's a short-term sort of move, and you were able to catch over 200 pips just with some simple confluences telling us that this is going to be a valid demand, a buy area. So here I've got one last example, another buy example, same thing. This last down close candle before the up move, even though it has not broken this high, the high that created the low has not been broken. So normally that's a confluence I like to have, but the down close candle right before the buy signal with the scalper is now validating this zone for me. So price moves up above the zone, and then just another simple, so this is now a range, another simple fib. New high created for over 140 pips. Which price actually first went down here and then up. Started here, wick went down and then shot up. So even if you hold for this high, as we can see, price continued up even further to the fib extension. And so even a 61.8 entry, 56 pip stop to take out this high over 130 pips, and then 230 pips for the first standard deviation, which it reacts to nicely. Now, these last three examples, if you've noticed, they've all been in consolidation areas. They have not been these huge moves, strong price, movements like this one, strong legs down or up. They've been capturing the highs and lows in consolidation, hence, the Scientific Scalper name. And so you're in and out quick, and it's great, like I said, confirmation for the simple zones, right? Now, this may not be the demand zone that starts this huge move upwards, But we don't necessarily need that with the scientific scalper. It's going to tell us this is going to at least be a valid zone to create an intermediate or short-term high, which it does. You find your range with fibs or the simple zones, demand and supply zones, and watch new highs and new lows get created. And so I hope this helped. And until next time, best of luck trading.